I'm Ringer, and this is my prospecting journal. Come on, let's go prospecting. All right, folks, we're here at Nugget Lake, continuing our adventures for 2025. This is day number 5. Got the sluice box set up. I got 2 buckets classified, ready to roll. It's a nice sunny day. A little cool yet, but I expect that to warm up. It's not going to get really hot today. Upper 50s, lower 60s. Perfect for prospecting. So I want to show you what I'm going to be doing today. As you can see, I got the sluice box up. 2 buckets already classified. What I'm going to be doing today is also going to be running my rocker box. I got a bucket of unclassified material there. I did pull out the bigger boulders, as you can see from the pile there. So I'm going to run a bucket through there, move over, run that bucket through there, and then come back and do the final bucket or secondary bucket of classified through the sluice. And then we're just going to rinse and repeat all day long, see what we get. Or at least until my back gives out, one or the other. All right, so got our first bucket of material ran through the sluice. Let that clean itself up for a while. Now I'm going to start working with the rocker box. Take a scoop of material. You don't want to overload it too much. Take the scoop. And when you're pouring water over the material, rinsing it all off, you're just going to rock it back and forth. Clean everything up real good. Now, one of my prior videos where I used the rocker box earlier this spring or last spring, and a lot of comments saying that, well, because of all the water that built up in there when I ran it, you have more holes so the water clears out faster. Now, I designed this way on purpose so that some of the water would actually stay in there longer to be able to wash off the rocks quicker. So once you have everything washed off, flip it back, get rid of the rocks and tailings, and add your next couple scoops. Now I am pulling off some of the bigger rocks out of this bucket ahead of time. Yeah, you just keep doing this. Nice gentle rocking motion while you're cleaning off your material. You notice down below, material is slowly moving its way out. Now in the bottom section here, I have V matting and expanded metal. Inside the guts of the rocker box, I have V matting and miner's moss. The majority of our gold, hopefully, will be in the miner's moss. some of you might be asking, why would you need something like this? Well, this box in particular, I built 15, 20 years ago. So I came down here to Nugget Lake on a vacation for a week. And the water levels were really, really down. It was very difficult to get my Keene River sluice that I had at the time to actually run properly. But I made do with it that week. I vowed to myself that I would not be caught like that again. So I made myself a rocker box, and I've brought it with me every single time since. And I've only had to use it a few times because of water levels. I've been lucky enough so far to have some decent water flow to run my sluices. Now that I got the mini sluices with the different mats and stuff like that that don't require a lot of water flow, I'll be using this less and less as time goes on. And I might actually design it to be a little bit more streamlined, easier to carry, whatever. So this one here is a little bit bulky, but it does work. It will capture gold. Like I said, the few times that I had to use it down here because of low water flow, I did capture a lot of gold. And back then I just had in the upper section V-matting and expanded metal. The miner's moss is a relatively new addition that I put on in there. And hoping that will capture even more gold. So yeah, you just keep adding material, keep rinsing it out, slowly adding water, nice gentle rocking motion. You don't have to shake the bejeebers out of it. Just enough to wash your material. All right, I'm going to run through this bucket. I'm going to pull out the miner's moss section and clean that up after the first bucket just to see if we're capturing any gold or not. Stay tuned, folks. We're doing a cleanup of this upper section here after the first bucket in just a bit. All right, so it didn't take me long to run through that bucket through the rocker box. Again, no real classifying involved. Classifies itself. Pull some of the bigger rocks out of there, but yeah, the hardest part was scooping the material out of the bucket and putting it in the sluice box. I should have brought a metal scoop with me instead of my plastic one. It would have made things a little bit easier. But ran the first bucket through, see what we got. All right, we ran the first bucket through. I got the drawer pulled out with all of our, hopefully, gold. Just going to dump it in the pan, clean off the drawer. So when I built this, I made it a little bit overly complicated. I think I might build another one that's a little bit more easier design. We got our expanded V-mat here. Make sure that's cleaned off pretty good. Got some real tiny particles of gold stuck to it. If See if I can get that rinsed off. Right out of there. And then our miner's moss. I'm sure that's all nice and cleaned out. A couple little bigger rocks, pebbles, whatever, stuck in there. But for the most part, pretty clean. So this is the amount of material you'll have just from the upper section, from the miner's moss. Again, the miner's moss, you have a tendency to collect more material. When I first used this with just the V matting and the expanded metal up on top, I didn't have nowhere near as much material in this upper section. So I got a bucket here. I don't know if it's capturing it on camera or not, but it's going to scoop that in there, and we'll pan it out into a bucket. Get it down and see what we get. Now, I'm not the world's best panner. I need to practice a lot more. This part I'm pretty good at. It's when you pull everything back, I have a tendency to have gold go flying all over the place. What's nice about these XP pans, get it down to a manageable amount, pull everything back, a few little taps, get the gold to settle in the corner, a little shake, and pull it back. Alright, that took a lot longer than expected, but yeah, I have gold scattered throughout this whole pan. But here's what some of it looks like from one 5-gallon unclassified bucket. There's a bunch over in here too. Some mixed into this sand. Definitely some down in here. Come on, focus. There we go. So yeah, folks, I definitely recommend a rocker box. Could save your whole vacation or trip, especially if you're going away to a location to prospect. Rocker box is definitely an item you should have with you. All right, so we got that one bucket ran, unclassified through the rocker box. Didn't take me long, maybe 10-15 minutes. A lot quicker actually than taking a bucket of classified material and running it through a sluice. But they got one more bucket of classified material. I'm going to run through the sluice box over there, and then I'm going to repeat. I'm going to classify 2 more buckets and get another bucket that is not classified, and keep going. So this is my last day of prospecting for the week. Did a reclamation process. Got the hole filled in. at least filled enough so nobody's gonna accidentally step in it, break a leg or whatever. Got the wing dam torn down. Got to make it looking almost natural to the creek compared to some of the other areas, especially down there. So yeah, make sure you fill your holes, folks. Tear your dams down when you're done. I mean, it's fine if you want to leave them up if you're going to be prospecting multiple days in a row like I have been. Leave them up overnight, whatever, but make sure you reclimate the area when you're done. Rocker box. I ran another full bucket of material through that. I'm going to take that back to the campsite and do the clean out there, so I'll show you that in just a bit. Let me get everything packed up, load it in the truck, head back to the campsite. Well, folks, we made it back to the campsite. If you take a gander out there, it's a very wooded area. Makes it very, very dark at the campsite. They get the rocker box cleaned out. It's in a pan. I tried panning it out to show you the gold that was in it. It was just too dark. I couldn't see anything inside the pan until it was too late. It was add a little dish soap to the water to make sure none of the gold floated around, and it just made it really, really difficult to see anything. So I got everything in its own separate bucket. When you get back to the house, we'll do that. Clean up separate so you can see exactly what the rocker box captured. You know, this is that time of the video, folks. You know, like, subscribe, share, all that other fun stuff. You know, I want to thank everybody for coming along on this adventure. I want to give a special shout out to Little Nugget's Big Adventure, a YouTube group that I ran into this week down at Nugget Lake. It's a husband and wife team with their 2 little kids, doing a lot of gold prospecting, outdoor adventures, and stuff like that. So go ahead and check out their channel. Till next time, folks, God bless.